Which was right there, exactly there, that his identity breathed. It was among illuminated alleyways, vibrating neon signs, and shadows running by in a hurry, that you found others like you. Young people with a sparkle in their eyes, speed in the veins, and too much history to fit into small lives. You recognized each other without words, and the city recognized you first, because no one can stop someone who learns to exist to the rhythm of lights that never go out. No one can stop someone who creates chaos within the territory. There is the empire of the neon burned ones, children of the blazing night, owners of the speed that cuts through the darkness. You leave a trail, they leave their mark, they leave a flame. It's not an empire made of gold, but in terms of attitude. And no one takes what has been built by those who never ask permission to exist. The city has become a mirror for the intensity that you carry. Each headlight reflected on the asphalt, it seems to be answering your call, as if the street itself had learned to respect their presence. You cross avenues as if you were dancing with quick, precise steps, guided by a force that comes from nowhere beyond the chest itself. And wherever they go, they leave me behind invisible territories, but alive, not marked by ink, but because of the energy that only those who burn can leave behind. And leave behind. And when the rest of the world sleeps, you grow up. The city becomes a stage, and every corner becomes a chorus. This is the empire of the neon bird ones, young people who transform speed into identity and intensity and strength. You light your own path, even when the world insists on erasing. They don't need a throne, they don't need medals. The street knows each of your names, and that's enough. The night holds secrets that only you have heard. It holds dreams that didn't fit in small houses, and lukewarm conversations within foreseeable plans. There where the light pulses and the silence is never absolute. You discovered that you weren't alone. They discovered that the intensity they carried, it wasn't a defect, but password always burned higher than the world thought was safe. While many were calling for calm, you were asking for the truth. A truth that burned on the skin and shook his chest as if in shock. And it didn't take long to find others like you, children of the same instinct, electric creatures that didn't know how to live without feeling my heart vibrating like an amplifier at full blast. People who needed to follow their own inner calling, even if it came in the form of a storm. Because you were born this way, connected directly to the pulse of life, without a transformer, unfiltered, without fear. You are the children of free thunder, bodies in high voltage that no one could turn off. They run with the wind tearing at their faces, and with the sound of guitars guiding the direction. You guys are more excited than the rules, louder than silence, further than fear. No one can tame someone who was born that way, to set fire to one's own path. The street shakes when you walk by, not through threats, but because there is too much energy to be ignored. You don't ask for space, you create space through your own movement. Every night is a clandestine stage, every corner is a new calling. You turn risk into fuel, uncertainty and momentum, adrenaline in identity. And when someone tries to understand, because you never stop, you respond with a short smile, like someone who already knows that life dies exactly at the point where we decide to moderate. Because calm is a place where you never fit in, and they don't intend to fit. You are the children of free thunder, and the whole world feels the vibration. When you break through the darkness, they don't need a direction, they don't need permission, they don't need applause. The sound of the guitar is enough, and the certainty that inside the chest there is a generator that never shuts off. There are nights when you remember of the moments when they almost gave in. They almost accepted a lukewarm life, they almost turned off their own light to please eyes that would never understand. But then the inner thunder called out, an old ancient noise which seemed to come from the depths of the soul. And did you realize the intensity? It wasn't a mistake, it was the origin, it was identity, it was proof of what they always carried within themselves. A storm without an owner. You guys are tears, you guys are sparks, you are resistance, you are a living current, and nobody cuts off that flow. For a long time, you try to be what they asked of you. You walk carrying the weight of others' expectations, hanging round the neck, like a collar that never fit. He cut words short, hid gestures. It polished the rough edges that were part of who you were. And all this to fit in, so as not to disturb, so as not to break the frame that they placed around him. But there was something inside, a restlessness that breathed deeply. Every time you said everything's fine without being there, until one day this restlessness turned into fire. And when it burned, no one could stop them. Did you realize that the worst prison, it's the one we pretend doesn't exist? We burn the masks, all of them, the pretty ones, the acceptable ones, the ones that gave us false pride. We dropped it on the floor, the versions invented to please the world. Now we are living skin, we are raw truth, we are strength without makeup. And whoever looks at us, you'll see exactly who we are. At first freedom is frightening, it's like taking off a second skin, and to face the real body for the first time. But little by little, you realize you have the courage you thought you didn't have. It was always there, trapped behind all those layers that you used to survive. And then you find others like you, tired eyes, defined shoulders, hearts that learn to beat in secret, people who also spent their lives being everything except for themselves. And when you recognize each other, it's as if the world became smaller and life became too big for any disguise. Because the truth hurts, but it imprisons far less. That's a long lie. We burn the mask, and nothing of what we were before. It is capable of calling us back. Now we ought to scream, trapped in our throats. The unfiltered face, an identity that cannot be bought. We don't need to fit in anymore. We don't need to please anyone anymore. We no longer need to hide that we are made of blood, strength, and fire. There are scars that we never show. There are pains that we keep as sacred secrets. There are tears that have fallen in silence because there was no space to be vulnerable in the life we were taught to pretend. But when the first piece of the mask cracked, something inside us finally breathed. And for the first time, we realized that authenticity, it's not a pretty flag, it's about survival. It means I exist, and I'm not gonna hide. We are truth, we are imperfect, we are strength without disguise. We are presence Grew up hearing that the night was dangerous, that the lights deceive. Chaos devours those who get too close, but while the world kept repeating warnings, you could feel it inside your chest, which was right there, exactly there, that his identity breathed. It was among illuminated alleyways, vibrating neon signs, and shadows running by in a hurry, that you found others like you. Young people with a sparkle in their eyes, speed in the veins, and too much history to fit into small lives. You recognized each other without words, and the city recognized you first, because no one can stop someone who learns to exist to the rhythm of lights that never go out. No one can stop someone who creates chaos within the territory. This is the empire of the neon burned ones, children of the blazing night, owners of the speed that cuts through the darkness. You leave a trail, they leave their mark, they leave a flame. It's not an empire made of gold, but in terms of attitude, and no one takes what has been built by those who never asked permission to exist. The city has become a mirror for the intensity that you carry. Each headlight reflected on the asphalt, it seems to be answering your call, as if the street itself had learned to respect their presence. You cross avenues as if you were dancing with quick, precise steps, guided by a force that comes from nowhere, beyond the chest itself. And wherever they go, they leave behind invisible territories, but alive, not marked by ink, but because of the energy that only those who burn can leave behind. And when the rest of the world sleeps, you grow up, the city becomes a stage. choice. You always ran faster than they wanted. It always burned higher than the world thought was safe. While many were calling for calm, you were asking for the truth. A truth that burned on the skin and shook his chest as if in shock. And it didn't take long to find others like you, children of the same instinct, electric creatures that didn't know how to live without feeling my heart vibrating like an amplifier at full blast. People who needed to follow their own inner calling, even if it came in the form of a storm. Because you were born this way, connected directly to the pulse of life without a transformer, unfiltered, without fear. The street shakes when you walk by, not through threats, but because there is too much energy to be ignored. You don't ask for space, you create space through your own movement. Every night is a clandestine stage, every corner is a new calling. You turn risk into fuel, uncertainty and momentum, adrenaline in identity. And when someone tries to understand, because you never stop, you respond with a short smile, like someone who already knows that life dies exactly at the point where we decide to moderate. 'Cause calm is a place where you never fit in, and they don't intend to fit. You are the children of free thunder, and the whole world feels a vibration. When you break through the darkness, they don't need a direction, they don't need permission, they don't need applause, yeah. Oh, they don't need applause. No. No. The sound of the guitar is enough, and the certainty Then the inner thunder called out, an old ancient noise, which seemed to come from the depths of the soul. And did you realize the intensity? It wasn't a mistake, it was the origin, it was identity, it was proof of what they always carried within themselves, a storm without an owner. You guys are tanks, you guys are sparks, you are resistance, you are a living current, and nobody cuts off that flow. Time you tried to be what they asked of you. You walked carrying the weight of others' expectations, hanging around the neck like a collar that never fit. You cut words short, hid gestures, and polished the rough edges that were part of who you were. And all this to fit in, so as not to disturb, so as not to break the frame that they placed around him. But there was something inside, a restlessness that breathed deeply. Every time you said everything's fine without being there, till one day this restlessness turned into fire. To please the world. Now we are living skin, we are raw truth, we are strength without makeup, and whoever looks at us, you'll see exactly who we are. At first freedom is frightening, it's like taking off a second skin and to face the real body for the first time. But little by little, you realize you have the courage you thought you didn't have. It was always there, trapped behind all those layers that you used to survive. And then you find others like you, tired eyes, defined shoulders, hearts that learn to beat in secret, people who also spent their lives being everything except for themselves. And when you recognize each other, it's as if the world became smaller and life became too big for any disguise. Because the truth hurts, but it imprisons far less. That's a long life. An identity that cannot be bought. vulnerable in the life we were taught to pretend. But when the first piece of the mask cracks, something inside us finally breathed, and for the first time we realized that authenticity, it's not a pretty flag, it's about survival. It means I exist and I'm not